Hi, I'm Box.
I'm you.
And you're watching the Two Smart Guys show. And if you haven't watched our show before, we talk about technology, hacks, mods.
Video games.
Yeah, getting the most out of your stuff. And E3's this week.
Right? It was this week.
Well, I think it's still happening.
Right? It's day 2 tomorrow?
3, 4. But there's a lot of announcements, and we just wanted to go over like some of the games and all the cool stuff that's coming out this year. Or next 2 years, because some of the stuff that they're talking about is like way out there.
Yeah. All right. So what's the first one we're gonna look at?
I don't know. What do you got queued up? What do you want to talk about? Which one? So there's it's interesting because now that all the systems are kind of the same, or at least the ones from Sony and Microsoft, almost everybody makes their games to run on both.
Yeah, so we have quite a few Universal games this time.
Yeah, the Universal games. I don't know. What about Evolve? That one's kind of a
right. This one's a trip. Right?
Yeah, so
check this one out.
This is kind of cool. This game right here, it's not like your sequel. So it's finally something that's not just a sequel.
Right. It looks pretty interesting.
Oh, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. It says it's made from the guys from Left 4 Dead. But yeah, so the concept of this is it's like a multiplayer game, right? And you've got like 4 different specialists hunting a monster.
Right. So you have like a tank, which is like probably going to be a protector or something, and then
your medic and
looks like DPS, 2 DPSs and a medic and a tank is what it looks like to me.
But it's cool because you can play the monster. So it's like 1 against 4.
I like the fact it looks like they have multiple DPS. So you're not stuck in one character if you want to do mad damage.
Yeah.
And it looks like kind of like one of the DPS is more long range and one's more short range, melee distance kind of.
Yeah, see, this is just a trailer, but yeah, the gameplay, I saw a little bit of that during one of the keynotes, was kind of cool.
But if you wanna find hell with me, I'm gonna show you what it is.
Yeah, so I don't know if we'll show like all of these, but just little clips of pieces of them. But I thought that was kind of a cool one.
Yeah, that one kind of had to go a little further to see the other side of it. But we're supposed to be able to be monsters and the regular guys, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of different.
Right? It looks pretty cool, really.
What about Batman?
All right.
So
I haven't got to watch this one yet, so this will
you
be
haven't seen it yet?
not the full one, but be able to get a little bit of an idea.
So the big deal with this one is the ride.
So do we know if this one's supposed to be a prequel to Joker's death, or?
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, spoiler alert.
You know, I don't know. No, because Origins was the last one, right?
Right. So.
In the event of my death, I hereby declare that all my worldly possessions pass to my son, Bruce Wayne. Bruce, I ask that you honor the Wayne family legacy and commit yourself to the improvement of Gotham City.
Well, there's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Young Harley Quinn.
The suit looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Make the most of your opportunities. Use them to give back to a city that has given us.
It's funny, the video games are actually looking nicer than the movies have.
Right? Like cartoons too.
Yeah.
They're funner to watch than real movies.
Well, this is kind of cool. It's kind of like a cross between like the Tumbler and the old school Tim Burton ones.
Right? I like the 2 wheels in the front still, which suggests there's probably going to be a motorcycle that comes out of it.
People like Hamlet. Watch over them and use this money to
Hey, look at they're all friends now.
forces.
That's got to be a prequel.
My deepest regret is I will not see you grow into the good man I know you will become. And finally, my son,
You know, it kind of looks like a McLaren.
never abandon.
It's kind of cool they actually made like a movie out of this style of the animation they do for the game.
They tried it with Animatrix, like.
And I like that. I really liked Animatrix. And the Final Fantasy VII Avant Children.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah.
There's another one. It's like it's a tank anime, but they did really good on the CG with it. It's almost like video game.
Because like in the movies, they're kind of going the opposite. Like they're not trying to make it too real because they don't want to get into that uncanny valley. But in the video games, they keep trying to make it look more and more real.
And I know we can't watch the full videos, but I kind of want to.
No more. This is the last one.
All right. It's just so enticing.
I don't think they can really hear the audio, so it's kind of just us talking.
Well, yeah. Should probably cut it off here then. Kind of gives
anyways, yeah,
it looks like an Origins kind of game.
It's the Batmobile, so that's cool.
Should we go into the $500,000 game?
Oh yeah, no, not $500,000, $500 million.
Ooh.
$500 million.
$500 million video game here.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Let's skip ahead like halfway or so, just to get into it.
Oop. There we go.
Yeah, so a little bit of background. Bungie made. Did you know there was supposed to be a Macintosh game? Bungie was a Mac developer, and the game before they made Bungie, I can't remember what it was called, but it was a Macintosh game.
Really?
And they went out on one of the Apple conferences, and they're like, "This is an exclusive Mac game, Halo," and then it was going to be a Sega Dreamcast game. So the Dreamcast, they were like, it's going to be exclusive to Dreamcast. It's going to be Halo. And then Microsoft went and bought them up and made them exclusive to launch the Xbox. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Until their contract went up and
still a huge mystery.
Microsoft still owns Halo, like the rights to the name and the licensing and everything. But Bungie's contract ran out to make the games. So they I don't know if Bungie wanted too much money to keep making them, or they just simply didn't want to keep making them because they got sick of making the same game over and over again, or what. So they hired other people to make the new Halo games, and the head guy from Bungie, what company is it?
Activision.
Activision. They hired him to make this, and gave him $500 million.
Let's hope it's as good as Halo.
Well, I mean, he sure didn't. I'm sure he didn't get the $500 million personally, but his team.
Look at the graphics though, and this little scene they're showing. Definitely looks like they put some money into it though.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I don't know if this white guy is going to be as popular as Master Chief, though.
That's why I've been looking for you.
I played a lot of Halo 1 and 3. I never really played Halo 2.
Right. I loved Halo 1, and then Halo 2 kind of lost my interest. I got back with Halo 3, but the online was really the only reason I got back into Halo for Halo 3 was because all my friends were playing Halo. But then Call of Duty came out, and I was like, oh man. Goodbye, Halo.
Gears of War. I got into Gears of War. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Gears of War was really fun. I really enjoyed that game. What's that? Epic
Luke's is
Gaming,
going to
right?
sue him for that. That's Star Wars right there. What are they called? Land speeders or cruisers?
Hit like, oh man.
Everything humans have.
And I was thinking of the Sand People though.
Oh.
In that one scene where
Me
she
and my
was
wife were just
funny.
arguing about that. Well, what's the difference between the Jawas and the Sand People? Aren't they the same thing? Like, no, they're different. The Sand People are the evil ones. The Jawas are like the little guys that sell the droids or whatever. Or maybe it's the other way around. But they're different. Alright, so yeah, so that's Destiny.
The gameplay,
So
it looks inviting to
it looks
play.
cool. We'll see. But you know, they're not placing all their bets on one system. It's going to come out on everything. But it'll look best on probably PS4
But it was
or PC.
previewed at the PS4 conference on their keynotes.
Yeah.
And not on the Xbox one.
Oh.
And Xbox like dedicated their whole time to just games this time.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised they didn't bring up this game. But then again, if Sony's doing it.
What else is there? Mortal Kombat?
Oh.
No, Assassin's Creed.
All right, we'll go Assassin's Creed first.
All right, let's just skip into the middle.
All right.
No, this baloney.
Peggy 18. No.
So I never got into Assassin's Creed.
Hey, the black. Wow, that's pretty loud. I never got into Assassin's Creed until the new one, that Black Flag.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that one. Like the free running was really solid this time.
Was it 3 or was it the last one was a native guy?
It was like a boat guy,
Oh.
like a sailor that turns into a pirate.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I really like the route they took in this trailer, like going back and forth. It kind of looks like almost like animation in real life to. Oh, it's just real life right here.
But no, it's all CG.
Yep. Wow. Threw me for a loop there.
That's pretty good, huh? Yeah, none of these trailers are, actual gameplay.
Does this mean we finally get a go and assassinate people as a group?
Oh.
Does
Is
it?
it? I don't know.
What
I know
is
people are mad because there's no girls in it.
Unity.
Oh. That makes sense.
Night.
Huh.
Okay, did they just spell it wrong in the preview at the end and then show it spelled
Yeah,
the correct
it's
way?
got co-op, so yeah, multiplayer.
That'll be
Okay.
awesome.
I'm down with that. Oh, maybe I'll give it a try. I really like multiplayer games. I like to be able to, play with other people and.
Yeah, kill your friends.
Yeah. Kill your friends. Mortal Kombat.
Speaking of killing your friends. All right, so this one, let's go into the part. It's not into the regular ones, right? So we got a little bit of a longer one this time than the first one they showed.
Yeah, so they showed the one where it was just Sub-Zero and Scorpion fighting, but now they got this cool chick with the wings and
Larva bug and
the Bioshock guy and girl and they beefed up their X-ray system. The
yeah.
background, the environmentals.
right, environmental attacks now. That looks pretty awesome. And object attacks.
Yeah.
At one point they showed him ripping a tree branch off and hitting him with it, right?
Yeah.
Which you noticed when she stepped forward, that lit up. You see like that barrel lit up?
Oh,
Like she could
okay.
grab it. That's pretty cool. And then this tree branch probably light up, huh? If you can use it or something.
That makes sense. Yeah, there's a stub there behind him. Oh, he jumped off the tree branch.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
awesome.
So if they're having a tournament, do they like allow 2 people in there? I mean, or do they consider that to be one person? If they're defeating, what was the premise of Mortal Kombat? They're the realm, different realms.
Right, Earth realm versus.
Yeah.
What was it? Old realm or something?
I don't even remember. I wonder if they even care anymore. They're just like, we're just gonna do cool stuff.
Right? So the only reason I even knew was the movie. Yeah, here's the new X-rays. Look awesome. I wonder if that dude's gonna like replace Goro or.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because he's pretty beast mode. Like, really doesn't. Looks like they haven't like.
Here we go, showing the whole thing again.
Yeah. We're not going to show you the fatalities.
Yeah, go to fatalities.
All right, but we started in the middle, so it doesn't count.
So we were just talking about how the Mortal Kombats were, made to gross people out, like full gore.
Cringe
And, yeah. They were the first games to use digitized graphics, and they chose to do it in a way that was really violent.
Offensive. Since Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, on the Super Nintendo, there wasn't blood. It was like Play-Doh or something.
Yeah, it was like goop.
It was just flesh colored. So you're peeling off people's flesh. That's way less gory than blood coming out the side of their head.
Right, speaking of killing your friends again.
Well, it was weird because there was like Sega was really pumping it up. They're like, oh, you got to get the Sega version because it's got blood, but the Super Nintendo version was actually like it ran better.
Yeah, right. Like I didn't have any problems with my Super Nintendo version, but I did encounter a lot of freezes and glitches, like where my character would be stuck in the air and going,
oh really?
Like twitching out, which.
Huh.
Yeah, Sega was kind of. Had an overheating problem.
Was that it for everything? Oh, yeah. Oh, which one?
Well, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Advanced Warfare.
I never got into Call of Duty.
All right, I think they're taking a shot at Titanfall here.
Oh, you got to play it. You think?
Good thing trailers are only 2 minutes long.
Look at Microsoft paid like $1 million for that.
I bet you're not far from the truth there.
Like, this is the Xbox One footage. It's the best.
Don't they have a slower video card than the Xboxes, right? Yeah.
Well, they're basically underclocked a little bit.
Started from the beginning because they have a mech looking thing that the guy's following.
Exosuits are big this year. Like Edge of Tomorrow, and what was it?
We ought to be tolerant of those who disagree with us. We ought to be
That movie that came out last year.
And like the HUD displays.
Elysium.
Like they're bringing back like the Halo HUDs.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of, it looked like anyways. But I haven't got to see any gameplay on this one. I did in the Xbox keynote, which was, it looked awesome, but
That looks cool.
so if you're used to your realistic Call of Duty, you might want to stay with Black Ops 2 or Ghost, I guess now, right?
Give me a break.
Everybody's making a big deal about zombie Kevin Spacey. Why are people always blowing up Gate Bridge?
and that's what I was. That's one of the things is they were using drones in the gameplay at E3 as like a swarm, like 1,000 drones just coming in on these guys, and they're all like capping them, and it was just interesting because drones are really touchy topic these days.
Yeah.
Awesomeness. Climactic ending.
You go watching the whole trailer again.
But that's what trailers are made to do, is make you watch the whole thing, is they catch your attention. I seen black, took my opportunity. Now this is a game I'm excited for. All right, I'm not sure about this one because they keep calling it Omaha, but
Yeah, why do they keep calling it that?
I know it says it's called Battlefield Hardline. Which I don't know if it's
Are
going
they
to have
talking about
separate
the
modes.
engine or something that runs it, or the?
They might be.
Or are they doing it? Oh, wait. Is this the one where they're splitting it up?
I wonder if it is where they're going to do like the military range and then they're going to have this new, like they're going to do it the same way they've done it for the past forever and then maybe add another part to the game. That'd be kind of cool.
I heard that they were going to do it. I can't remember if it was Call of Duty, or I mean Battlefield. But one of the big titles they were talking about, like just splitting it up. So instead of putting out a full game and a bunch of patches, they were just going to do the one game with modules, basically, like like DLC, like immediately almost.
That'd be awesome. Like, I don't know. To me, I like a game that you can't beat. That's just it keeps me going, gives me something to do.
All right, what do they got? What do they got?
All right,
what are they showing here?
Let's get into this. Straight to the ground.
So what is this, like a civil war or something? Where's the war? Where's the battle?
It looks like it's a war on crime.
It's a war on drugs. It's the 80s again.
Yep. Nixon's president again, and the Watergate hasn't happened yet, so.
Yeah, it says Omaha.
Yeah, and then they go into
Whether fighting in World War II,
talking about it.
Vietnam, the distant future, or the modern day, fans have come to expect one thing when they hear the word battlefield.
Correct us in the comments. What's going on here?
In Omaha, Visceral Games and DICE are teaming up to bring the all-out warfare experience to a new setting, a war on crime.
So it looks like it's going to be
You will engage in
cops versus
all-out
robbers,
warfare as you fight
Xbox,
to
PlayStation style. But it looks like they threw a little NA Noir
been about teamwork.
influences in there too, with the like TV style
Oh, yeah,
cop
yeah.
drama.
Yeah, they're saying in here they hired like the real actors from the real big cop drama shows to do the acting and voiceovers and stuff.
And like the tactical placement of ropes
Or staging
and
elaborate bank heists.
Oh,
bank heists, and it looks fun.
Has never been
Like I could have tons of hours of fun with my
I like
friends.
the
on
idea
this.
because it sounds like you can be the bad guys, right? So you can be the guys holding the hostages. You get to pick your view of the law. Is that what they called it?
Yeah, like pick your what was it? Your side of the law or something like that.
In rescue, SWAT master.
Yeah, rescue mode. What was the other one? Blood Money.
There was heist.
Hotwire has cops chasing
Oh, Hotwire. This
yeah.
looks kind of different.
It's where they're like chasing you, and I know you got to watch the trailer with audio if you guys can't hear it, because they go in depth with the different multiplayer modes. And to you guys, it's probably just a guy shooting over and over. See, this one's a little easier to stop halfway through.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's cool.
It does look
Doesn't matter if you
awesome.
pick Sony or Microsoft, you're gonna be able to play these ones.
Yeah, these are all the games for everybody, which is awesome because they got a lot of A-listers.
Yeah, and that's cool. So Sony, arguably the winner of the current console generation, they're saying that they're selling more, and I think you got a Microsoft. Got a Microsoft.
All my friends are on Xbox. The truth be told.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. So Sony. Let's see what we got here. We got Little Big Planet 3.
I'm excited about this game. I loved Little Big Planet 1 and 2. I was all
They're
over
fun.
it.
My son likes playing it and making stuff in it. And
So I wonder if they're gonna allow you to do the Vita remote with this game. They should. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
Sony has
Sackboy's back.
disappointed me in the past.
Oh, so there's
multiplayer.
Oh, cool. There's more than just Sackboy. Odd Sock. Oh, like a little bird guy.
All right. So Well, that's going to make the puzzles a lot more interesting.
Huh. Well, that's cool. Mixing it up a bit.
I hope they allow the customizable maps where you can make your own little big planet and have
Well,
people
they
go
have to.
through.
I mean, that's like yeah, definitely. That's the whole point.
Oh, customizing features are still there, which is awesome. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
so it's kind of like that Angry Birds game, the pig one. Did you ever get to try the pig one, the Bag Pigs? That was an awesome game. You get to
Bad piggies.
play with your aerodynamics and building custom vehicles.
Oh, that'll be fun. Little Big Planet 3.
That does look fun.
November. Aw. Ask for it for Christmas. All right, what else we got here? Uncharted. Did you ever get into Uncharted at all?
You know,
What are there, like 5 of them now?
yeah, I didn't like the main character.
It's kind of like Tomb Raider, isn't it? Just, not
Yeah.
as top heavy. I was trying to play it for the Vita. I got it for the Vita, but I never really made it too far into the game. I'm showing the wrong computer. I hope you guys saw Little Big Planet. Anyways,
Well, it looks like he's getting older finally. I was kind of wondering there.
never aging.
Wait, maybe not.
Oh, this is a short trailer. 2 minutes. First minute's him waking up.
So, what's the storyline with Uncharted? He's like a treasure hunter, right?
Yeah,
Kind of
like I
like
said, it's
modern day
it's like-
engineer or
he's like Tomb
Indiana
Raider.
Jones or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why Indiana Jones is so hard for me to say there for a second.
But yeah, I think the Vita made a big deal about it because it used all the features, so you can crawl up things by touching the back, and you could look around to
Right.
shoot. And,
I was kind of disappointed with the Vita. They
yeah,
should have made it be able to call people. It was almost an iPhone. I mean,
yeah,
that close.
that's what they need to do. Is just go all out and make a nice phone. And they always keep making their own little Android dealy bobs, but
Sony, if you're listening, we want a Vita phone. phone. You can have that one.
well, that's exciting. They're like, yep, we're gonna make one.
The rumors are true. The Thief's End.
Yeah,
We see a conclusion to his
it's coming out
never-ending quest.
next, not this year, but next year. Pre-order it. What?
Pre-order it a year in advance.
These guys, I don't know.
I know they better have some pretty awesome perks if they want me
So
to.
I'm pretty excited about this little title here. It was kind of a surprise. I think this is the actual original game, and I don't know if I think it's just an HD remake of it. I don't think it's going to be a new version of it, but it was a fun little game. If you ever played the old LucasArts games that are, well, there was Full Throttle. There's old schools like Day of the Tentacle. They're like little I can't remember what the class of game that they're called, but they're really funny. They're like point and click adventures, I think, is what they are. Where you kind of click on the guy goes to that area and you gotta solve little puzzles and things. And it was, I don't know. It's gonna be on the PlayStation 4. Looks cool.
It does. It looks like it might be fun.
This came out in like '99, by the way, so it's not, the graphics here are like,
Stunning 3D.
yeah, not exactly all that great. But this was their first 3D game. All the ones previous to this weren't in 3D, so it was kind of a big deal back in the day.
It's like, would this game compete with Nintendo had Conquer back then. Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Oh yeah,
Competing with it.
Kind of a similar type thing, and this was just on the PC, the Grim Fandango. All right, what? So I don't know. I don't know about this game. I just threw it on there because they said it was an exclusive, but it's keep showing the right game. It's weird. This trailer's showing like real footage. Live action footage. It's not showing the gameplay as much, but it basically looks like a Mortal Kombat.
Like, I wonder if it's going to be like an arena-style Mortal Kombat, though, like where you have this big room and they just throw two people in there with all these weapons. That would be
That's
cool.
kind of like Tekken, isn't it? Where
Right?
where you're not stuck on the 2D. You can go around and.
You don't have to be just in that one parallel.
I don't know. Something to keep an eye on. I'm sure there's a story behind it that makes it more interesting. Post in the comments below. What's the deal with this game?
I like the Grim Reaper on the skateboard.
It just reminds me. I can't remember what the game was called. Like Time Killers, I think. Back when Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter were big, there was like I think it was called Time Killers, and I think they literally stole the code from Street Fighter 2, and they replaced the sprites and stuff. But the big deal was each button was an arm or a leg, and you could chop off like the arm or the leg of the person.
And then you couldn't use that button.
Then you couldn't use that button anymore.
Have you ever played Quake? Did you ever get into Quake?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what that Let It Die reminds me of. Is like Quake. You know, where you had the big old machete guys, and then they had like these chainsaw arms, except maybe the weapons would be pick-upable.
I can't pronounce this game. Can you?
Abzu?
Abzu.
Yeah, it looks like Abzu. Because they made a point in separating the A, B, and ZU there.
And the way they were explaining this in the keynote for Sony was, it's kind of like is it Destiny? Not Destiny. Shoot, I can't remember the name of that game. You're like floating around in a desert, and it's like a real simple Journey. This is like Journey underwater.
Well, that'd be pretty cool.
I don't know. I don't know if it's exciting or not, but I thought I'd show it just because it's an exclusive.
So are you like a treasure hunter? And it's like, oh,
I don't know.
I don't know if a shark would just run away from a person with a light on their head.
I don't know. Is that a person or is it?
Looks like a scuba diver, isn't it?
I don't know. He's got some kind of weird helmet thing. He doesn't have a tank on his back. I think you're an alien.
That was a very informative trailer. Thank you.
Wasn't it? I don't know. I like picking out things that are different. It's like, well, that's different.
Yeah, it definitely.
It's not just another, they've gotten to the point where these franchises have had so many of them, they're like, we really don't want to call this number 8. We're just going to call it, Black Flag or, whatever,
Hardline.
Yeah, Hardline or.
I said, what are we? What is it? Yeah, Call of Duty's on. If they were to go from Modern Warfare, what would if they wouldn't have never changed after Modern Warfare, they'd be like Call of Duty 10 now or something like that.
I don't know. And then, like with Halo, they came out with like Halo 3. The next, or I can't remember what it was called. After Halo 3, they had another one, but it was Halo 3.
And Halo Reach, right?
Was it Reach?
I think it was where you like the.
No, it was before Reach. It was. I can't remember what
Halo
it was
Wars.
called. No, before Halo Wars, there was another one. There was a Halo 3 and then had an asterisk and then a title. But it was right after Halo 3. And anyways, I'm just saying, they like gave up on the naming convention. They're like, we're not going to call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anymore. We're going to just...
Except for Metal Gear. Metal Gear's all about naming theirs.
Oh, yeah, they're like, oh, yeah, Metal Gear 5. And like Mario Kart, they didn't name it until now. And they're like, oh, yeah, this is 8. Yeah, that's it. This is 8. The DS one was 7 before that. And previously, they'd never had a number on it. Except for 64, which was actually the...
Mario Kart 64, right?
Which was actually the third one, I think. Because there was Mario Kart, and then there was Mario Kart GBA, maybe? Or no, it might have been Mario Kart 64 and then GBA. Anyways, the numbers are all messed up now.
Yep. But no, so I thought they killed this guy off in the last game.
Is that his ashes?
Oh, well, I guess that would make
Wasn't
sense.
he ancient in the old one?
Yeah,
but
he
that
was
one was
like-
the future, so this must be before that one, right? Snake.
Yeah. Is he like rubbing ashes on his face? I hope that's sunscreen. That's a bright sun. Hey, it looks like it might be.
Oh yeah. You.
So, honestly, you want to know what got me into Metal Gear on the original PlayStation? Is the fact you could sit underneath the truck and smoke a cigarette. I mean, come on, I wasn't as old as I am now, so that was cool to me back then, but that's really the most memorable thing I have of the whole Metal Gear franchise. But
Yeah, I don't know what the backstory is, but I just remember the graphics on the PlayStation 3 one are pretty cool looking.
right, didn't this one and Splinter Cell kind of went head to head for a while?
Yeah.
And then Splinter Cell kind of disappeared.
Do you remember the original Nintendo Metal Gear game from the NES?
Oh, I didn't even have an NES. So
That's before your time. Nintendo let this one go. Sony picked them up. Well, anyways.
and then it became like a major Sony game, right?
Yeah, it's like it was a big deal that it was all Sony for PlayStation 2, and they really promoted the heck out of it for PlayStation 3. And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put it out on Xbox."
You know what Sony game I want to see come back is Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah,
I loved Crash Bandicoot. It was
that was
a
another
solid
one
game,
that was like a Sony game, and then they started making it for everything.
right?
It was kind of weird.
I wonder how much money they made off Pizza Hut. Because they had Crash Bandicoot was all over Pizza Hut. Like that's where I got my first Crash Bandicoot game. Was like they were giving away a copy of it for the original PlayStation with a pizza, like a large pizza or something.
I can't remember. Was it the Metal Gear? Was that PlayStation 4?
Yep, Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid.
Okay. All right. So
That is an exclusive.
So Microsoft, man, I said we're gonna make this short video. It's like insanely long now.
Is it? Again?
Yeah, we're around 40 minutes now.
We're going to try and keep it under an hour this time. We tried.
So this game is kind of cool. This Sunset Overdrive. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like what was that one with the spray cans? That was for the
Oh, I know what you're talking
Jet
about.
Set Radio and Jet
Right.
Grind Radio, but kind of like I don't know. It's weird. They got like violence of what is that one? Dead Rising.
Right.
Kind of like Dead Rising, where everybody's turning into mutants, and you got to battle the mutants, right?
With like a comic book twist.
Yeah, it's like it's weird. Like when you kill stuff, it's like old school Batman. It's like blam and pow and squirt. It says it in the blood as the blood comes out of their head. It's weird.
If I have that kind of balance when zombies invade, I think we'll be
I want to
good.
know how you run on a wall like that. Have you ever seen real life people that do stuff like this? The
Free runners?
Yamakaze or something, or you have a name for it, but yeah, where they do the backflips over, buildings and things. And
Did you ever see the parody or like the fails of the free runner
Oh.
fails?
ouch!
I like watching them. Keep them coming.
Anyways,
So it looks like you got quite a few characters at least to play with.
yeah, and there's besides this trailer, there's another like a pre-rendered thing.
So is this from the same people that made a Lollipop Chainsaw?
Oh, it looks like it a little bit, doesn't
Right,
it?
the art style does kind of look really similar to the Lollipop Chainsaw, which was really a fun game. I mean,
I never played it.
didn't have enough blood for my taste. The rainbows just didn't do it for me.
All right, so yeah, so that's kind
Something
of
to look forward to. It looks like customizable weapons, though.
Yeah,
We've had like a
missed them.
bowling ball launcher or something there. A firework cannon or something.
you know,
A teddy bear
teddy
launcher.
bear launcher. Why not?
It's cool they went with mutants instead of zombies. I'm kind of getting tired of the whole zombie
there's
trend.
a lot of zombies. Might as well do some mutants. Mix it up a little bit. I kind of gave up on listing everything because I knew we were going to get late into this, so I just kind of skipped, and I went for the big guns. They announced that they're putting out like Halo 1 through 4 in like a HD remastered collection to put out,
Awesome.
which is kind of cool. And then they decided to show off 5, which I guess is going to come out someday.
In a galaxy far, far away,
Do you want
Halo
Google
5
Glass?
exists.
I don't know if I'm excited anymore. I kind of lost interest after 3. Yeehaw!
Wait, didn't we already do this once before? I remember plainly being Master Chief plummeting down to a planet.
That's just what you do, I guess.
It's like Assassin's Creed. The assassin jumps off towers, Master Chief jumps off spacecrafts into orbit.
What were some other things that they announced? Dance Central Spotlight. So that's like the only Kinect game I've heard them announce for this new Kinect. They announced how awesome this new Kinect is and how much you could do, and then they only came out with like 1 or 2 little download games. They haven't actually like put out any like big games for it. And then they gave up on it and unbundled it. Like, way to waste like millions and millions of dollars developing all this and forcing it down people's throats just to give up on it right away.
Right when I get used to using my gestures and like high five in my TV.
Have you got your gestures to work?
Yeah, I actually have got my gestures to work, but it's kind of a pain. If you want to use your gestures sitting down, it has to be almost a foot above your TV.
Oh, really?
Like, mine's sitting like almost 2 feet above
so
my
that's
TV,
the keys.
and then it's pointing down at me, so it can see the top of my finger.
I don't like
And
that
then-
they took out the servo. The servo
Yeah.
was cool because it would automatically adjust for when you like stand up and stuff. It track you.
Yeah,
They just what they did is they just put a wider angle camera on it and a higher resolution sensor, which is cool. But I like the fact that it would wink, it would like nod at you and stuff.
my biggest disappointment with the Xbox One is the voice commands. They don't work. Like,
We love yelling at ours.
Right? I should not have to yell Xbox 10 times for it to hear me, though. You know.
But we programmed it so it does everything that it's supposed to do. Like you say, Xbox on, it turns on the TV, it turns on the receiver, and whenever and then we tell it to watch TV, and then we tell it to turn off, and it turns everything off.
Right. I tried to get that to work on my Xbox, and I even went into my TV and enabled.
Whenever we're watching the TV, we just tell it to pause, and then pause, and tell it to play, Those simple things seem to work okay.
I like it because I can like switch from my Xbox and my computer. Just like watch TV.
Yeah, I don't know.
So do we have any comments this time?
Oh, I should be looking at comments. I'm sorry if anybody was commenting. Black Fat Flag was
4.
4. Hello guys, God bless. Well, hello Feeding Frenzy. If you're still with us through this long show.
We like to talk
Yeah.
about technology.
All right, so I think that's it for Microsoft. Let's see
Oh, is that what
Horizon 2?
That's I'm excited about
That's
that.
weird because
game.
they just released Forza, right? I mean,
Forza 5 though.
Yeah.
Horizon is Forza had a Horizon 1, which is off the track.
Oh,
Which is really awesome because I'm excited for it because the graphics that Forza 5 delivers they're phenomenal to me. I just love it so much. It's so clean, and I really just hope they keep it with Horizon. But see, Forza Horizon 1, they didn't really keep the style of Forza 4 back then, you know? I mean, it looked better than Forza 4, but it just looked a little more cartoonish to me than actual Forza. And they're going really serious with Forza 5, so I'm wondering if they're going to actually try to compete with rivals on this Forza Horizon, which would be really cool if they do, because...
I don't know. I never really got into the realistic car driving games that much. More the kart games. So Rise of Tomb Raider, which I guess is like a prequel. I don't know, but it looked good. It looked pretty cool.
It's not it's not remastered versions of...
No.
That was Legends, right?
Whatever the one that just came out like last year, the year before, it's the sequel to that one. I think is what they were saying, or prequel to that one, or something. It's a new one.
This next one kind of irritates me.
Oh, Fable?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've already played it.
Fable Legends is it just a remastered thing?
Yeah, it is. It is. But I hope they really fix the problems I had with Fable 1 on the original Xbox. Like, it don't matter what you did, your character always turned out looking the same. I mean, you'd be evil or good.
Yeah, they really promoted it as like you choose your fate.
Yeah, and it was still an amazing game. I really did like it. It got me into the Fable franchise, and then Fable 2 kind of kicked me out of it, and then Fable 3 kept me out.
I never got into Fable.
Right. The thing about Fable, no matter how much you hate Fable, you always have to finish a Fable game. Like, I've never not been able to finish my character. Started like 10 of them.
Well, that's Microsoft. They got, I don't know, I noticed about 6 or 7 things from everybody. I'm a Nintendo fan, just because they make simple games that I can get into and out of real quick. I don't tend to devote a lot of time to a game, so that's kind of more my speed. I just wish they used to be like top of the line in graphics. I mean, their hardware used to be the best, and now they're like, well,
GameCube.
Yeah, they're like, well, you know, the GameCube at the time actually was out of that group of PlayStation 2 and Xbox and the GameCube. Some of the GameCube stuff looked really good.
I honestly think that Nintendo just kind of chose to opt out of the console wars.
And when we came out with the Wii, it was just like, oh, it's a double speed GameCube. I'm like, well, that's retarded. That's not even near the power.
With a stick instead of a controller.
Yeah, but it worked. I mean, the whole
when the Wii came out
thing.
I was super excited about the Wii because, you know, Nintendo did have the GameCube backing them, and I did play GameCube for a while.
Yeah.
I loved that it was backwards compatible.
Yeah.
There's still not a game out there that's as fun as Luigi's Mansion.
Well, the thing is, they actually just basically like repackaged the GameCube in a way that they could get rid of the thing.
Right? And like Sony has, or that's what makes me mad about Nintendo is they have all these awesome games that I want to see in HD, like Pokemon Stadium 2, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that would be awesome. I mean, just a 3D version of that. Because, I mean, even the Nintendo 64 version of that game looked awesome.
So, Nintendo likes gimmicks.
Yes, they do.
They like, that's their thing. They were like, well, everybody else is going for, 4K graphics or whatever. We're going to make a pad.
We're going to make Skylanders cool.
Yeah. So, love it or hate it, the gamepad, which is basically a tablet controller, it has NFC in it, near field communications. Nothing uses it until now. So they basically are making their own line of these amiibos, the little Skylander figurines, and the first game to use them is going to be Smash Brothers. So you can get your little Nintendo figurines, but the difference is they actually have memory in them. So they can actually transmit data from them into the Wii and vice versa. So you can actually transmit data back into it. So you can build up a character and like take it with you to another person's house or whatever, and put it back into their system, and it'll have all your stats and everything.
My Mario, stomp your Mario.
so exciting without any sound.
Right? The what was that? The Pokemon Bank is something else 3DS was talking about, or 3DS.
Pokemon Bank?
YouTube was talking about. Yeah, the Pokemon Bank. So, okay, so you know how on Red you can't get any of your Pokemon onto Y, the newest Pokemon game, from your old school versions on your Nintendo Advance.
Okay.
So they created a Pokemon Bank. So now you can trade from your Advance to your Advance SP, from your Advance SP to your DS, from your DS to your DSi. But the theory is, once you get it to the DSi, you can pretty much take all your Pokemon, and then the newest games that come out, you can add all your Pokemon to the new Pokemon game. So it keeps your Pokédex, so it's actually going to be possible to fill a Pokédex.
Did you catch them all?
No, I've never caught them all, but I've always beat the Elite Four.
Oh, and I guess the other announcement is, of course, this new Smash Brothers, and that you can use your Mii, so you can make a Mii, and they made them more customizable and whatnot. Why did they make the Wii Fit Trainer character? That's just weird. And they wouldn't even made a figurine of her.
Right? Yoga pose.
Not only was it weird enough that they put it in the game, but they're making a figure.
I want the Link just to have the collector's Link little dude. He looks cool. Yep, there's the set. So they have 3 characters you can be right now.
Ooh.
Nintendo's really stepping up their game this year.
All right, what else do they got? They got, so Zelda. There's Zelda. They announced this, but it's probably not going to come out for another year or more. They said at least 2015.
I'm happy that Nintendo does finally have a 1080 system.
Yeah, finally HD.
I've wanted to play Zelda on 1080 since Wind Walker or Wind Waker, and then
so they're saying you can actually play as Zelda this time around.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's her, if that's what the deal is. I don't know. Zelda and Link look the same to me. They're both girly looking. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate comments for that.
Say you just said the wrong thing. Wait, that was the Pokemon preview right after that one.
Oh.
Do you see it? It started it, but I have it on my computer. So there's a new Pokemon game coming out next year.
All right. Well, you cue that up. I'm gonna talk about this little Mario Maker. So they said there weren't going to be any Mario announcements, but they couldn't contain themselves. So they made a little editor on the Wii U gamepad, so you can make your own Mario levels for Super Mario Bros. 1. I think it's probably just going to be like a little download thing that you can buy.
That's going to be awesome.
Yay! Which is funny because this has been out on the computer forever. People have made Mario level editors and stuff, but
Flappy Bird.
now they made it for the Wii.
Wow.
You.
That could get pretty complex in there, can't you?
Chung, 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 chung. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. So you can play it
in 2D or 3D?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, on the Pirate Bay, they've had the new Super Mario Brothers editors, and they've actually came out with their own unofficial sequels where people made like a whole nother game.
Nice. Yeah, and see, this goes like what we were talking about in the Yosemite video, with they're kind of making game development a lot simpler.
Well, yeah, Nintendo's finally caught on. Like, Minecraft's really popular, Little Big Planet. Why not make your own Mario?
I'm gonna be all about this one.
Uh-oh, now what's he gonna do? He can't get into the castle. That's just mean. Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Where's your Pokemon? Oh, Yoshi. This Yoshi game, if you remember a couple years ago or so, they came out with Kirby Epic Yarn, which was interesting. Now they've got Yoshi's Woolly World. It looks cool though in HD. I mean, he looks like he's made out of yarn. And it makes sense with Yoshi because he like has like a long tongue and he eats spools of things and spits them out. And I don't know. It kind of looks like a little Big Planet too. But they said they're basically making a Yoshi game, but they're just making it look like it's made out of yarn.
Right. And you notice how this like really popular style of game right now is these like customizable puzzle games, I guess.
Yeah. That'll be fun, a 2-player Yoshi game.
I want them to bring back Super Mario 64 for Wii U. That would be so much fun.
There was somebody hacked the ROM on the N64 and made a 2-player version. And then you load it on the GameCube. We were playing it. It was pretty buggy, but you could play 2-player. It was kind of cool.
Did they have Luigi on it, or?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think it was just 2 Marios.
Oh.
I don't know why he couldn't change the color of the person. Maybe he has. It's been a while since I looked into the project.
Oh, that's cool. It's like clouds as stairs and.
Your Pokemon?
Yep. Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Play. Yeah, big ol' ugly Uncle Sam coming. So it says they announced this at E3, but I didn't get to watch this key. No, I didn't watch the Nintendo one. But what it looks like is they're doing...
They're remakes of the old Game Boy Advance games.
Yep, the...
Ruby and Sapphire.
Yep. And it's supposed to be Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. And it looks like they're keeping the Mega Evolutions. They're going to be keeping the Mega Evolutions in it, which was a really big thing in the Pokemon Y and X.
I only played the original, so they just evolved like once, right? In the original Pokemon, there was like the baby version and there's like the bigger version. Or?
No, it depended on them. Like Charizard was a Charmander, Charmeleon, and then Charizard.
Oh yeah.
And then like Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, and so most of them had 3. But now there's a temporary evolution, which is called the Mega Evolution, and you have to find a stone. And then your Pokemon has to be holding the stone, and then when you're fighting somebody, you can turn them into a super powerful guy, which is all those that they were just showing are the Mega Evolutions. And you get a specialty attack when you do a Mega Evolution.
But this is a temporary.
Yeah, and you can only do it once per battle.
Oh.
So it's like a little finish him.
That makes sense.
But it's cool. It's new Pokemon without making new Pokemon, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting because with the move to 3D, they can reissue games and make them look good, which is funny because we've been doing this on emulators on this show for a long time. It'll be like taking a... did you ever look at that Dolphin emulator for the Wii?
I didn't.
But you can play Wii games in high def, and then people were making texture packs. So they'd upgrade the Zelda games and stuff with higher resolution models and graphics. And
that's awesome.
But yeah, the N64 games are awesome to emulate because they're all polygons and they're real simple textures. They don't look too bad when they blow them up. And the emulators were awesome because you go full HD and you play them and they look great.
I know I really enjoyed that Ocarina of Time on DS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was really impressed with how well they went from Nintendo 64 to the DS. Yeah. It looks better on the DS than it does on the Nintendo 64 by light years, in my opinion. But
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's it for our marathon session. We've hit at the 1 hour mark. Thank you for staying tuned. Somebody did email from last week, and they wanted all the DVDs.
Awesome.
So I'll stand by that. If somebody watched all the way to the end here, just email me on pox@twosmartguys and tell me that you watched to the very end of the show and that you want a free DVD. I think they're on our website under the shopping section, but you can pick one out, or I can just randomly send you one.
Message me on Twitter.
Oh yeah, Dr.
At Dr. Ponzu.
Ponzu, yeah.
DRPWNSU.
And I'm at Walking Crow on Twitter. We do the show weekly on Wednesday nights around 8:30 Mountain Time. Please subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe, like.
All right.
We like you.
See you guys
Bye.
next week. Oh, and comments. Comment on everything below that you saw whenever you're watching, and we'll monitor the comments and let you know how wrong we were.
You make the show better.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.